name is Laura Gadd, and I'm 29 years old.
All right.
When I was in college, I didn't really envision myself working for the state because I didn't really know about these kinds of jobs. It wasn't until, for 2 years, I worked with an environmental consulting firm, and I started to learn more about careers in plant biology and conservation. And I went back to get my master's, and that's when I started really learning about people that work with the state. And I knew my predecessor in this role, and I worked with her in graduate school, and she went into retirement, so it was just perfect timing for me to come into this role and work on rare plants, which is what I really wanted to do. Well, I have always been interested in plants, and I think early on I got interested through my dad, who's sort of a self-taught naturalist. He's very outdoorsy, and that's sort of how I started. When I went to college, I was studying biology, and my advisor was a botanist, Janice Swab, over at Meredith. And she sort of got me interested in conservation and environmental issues. It's important because, in part, we want to conserve biological diversity. And in addition, a lot of North Carolina's rare plants are endemic to this area, which means that they don't occur anywhere else in the world. And if we don't work to protect these plants, nobody else is. And we could potentially lose these species.
Yeah, just send those to me. That'll be fine.
So some of these habitats, they are best adapted to fire. And some of them need fire more frequently than others. So our land manager, our fire program, we go down and put in fire lines, and we light these fires in a very controlled environment so that we can maintain those habitats. I like to think that I'm making a small difference. I know that a lot of the people that I work with in this field, in the grand scheme of things, there aren't very many of us, and we're all spread very thin. And in this program, there are 3 full-time employees, and we cover the entire state. So we can only do so much, but I feel like we do make a small difference.